Test your grammar with Skyrocket English Class. Meaning changes with gerunds and infinitives. You already know that the infinitive comes after certain verbs such as want, try, decide and plan. For example, he tries to learn a new word every day. Or, she plans to be a doctor when she grows up. Equally, the gerund comes after other verbs such as love, like, stop and start. For example, he has started swimming every day, or she loves taking photos. However, there are some verbs that can be followed by both a gerund or an infinitive. Why is this? Well, the meaning of these verbs changes depending on which form you use. These verbs are to remember, to try, to like, love and hate, and to stop. Let's look at each one in more detail. First of all, let's look at remember. Remember plus infinitive refers to tasks. For example, remember to take out the rubbish, or he has remembered to pick up the suit from the dry cleaners. However, change the second verb to gerund and the sentence now refers to memories. For example, he remembers reading with his grandmother, or she remembered listening to her mother singing. This form, however, is not so common and more commonly used in literature. Try plus infinitive refers to an intention. For example, she tries to learn a little vocabulary every night. Or, I try to do exercise at the weekend. Try plus gerund, however, refers to trying something new. For example, Tom tried cooking Chinese food. This refers to a task that Tom had never done before, and so he didn't know how to do it. He was therefore trying to cook Chinese food, or in other words, testing to see if he could do it. Another example, I want to try skiing when we go on holiday. Now on to like, love and hate. Like, love and hate plus gerund means that you like or hate doing something. For example, I hate cleaning, or she likes going to restaurants. This is the standard use for these words. Like, love and hate plus infinitive, however, means that you think that something is a good or bad idea. For example, Isabella likes to do her homework before dinner. In this case, Isabella doesn't like doing her homework. There are many things that she would prefer to do, but she thinks that doing her homework before she eats is a good idea. More examples. They hate to think badly of people. Or, we love to eat out at least once a week. Now, on to stop. Stop plus gerund means to stop in general. For example, he stopped smoking, or she has stopped going to dance classes. This is the standard use for this word. However, stop plus infinitive means that a person has stopped what they were doing to give information. For example, she stopped to mention to Paul that the football match was cancelled. In this case, she hasn't ceased or stopped mentioning. Instead, she has stopped what she was doing to tell Paul about the football match. To practice this vocabulary set, why not visit us at skyrocketenglishclass.com, where you will find the flashcard and activity set accompanying this video. or for hundreds of real-world expressions, phrasal verbs and vocabulary to help you speak naturally, why not check out our book, Next Level English 50 Lessons to Improve Your English, on Amazon. Back to the video. Part 2. Practice in context. Okay, let's practice gerund and infinitive meaning changes in context, using the two versions of remember for tasks and memories, the two versions of try for intention and to try something new, the two versions of like, love and hate for liking and hating something and believing that something is a good or bad idea, and finally the two versions of stop to mean to stop doing something and to stop what you were doing to do something else. To practice, listen to this story about a London commuter. Jonathan woke with a start. He hadn't remembered to set his alarm the night before, and it was already 8:15 a.m. He sat up in despair. He liked to think of himself as an early riser, as one of those ambitious go-getter types he saw marching around the city. But in reality, he wasn't that kind of person at all. He wasn't ambitious, he didn't care about money, and he hated getting up early. He hated his job, the commute, and the dark mornings in winter. And yet he had to get to work. As Jonathan arrived at the station, he stopped to buy a coffee. He passed through the turnstiles and took the escalator down to the tube. As he waited for the train, he thought about his student days. He remembered waking up late for lectures and studying in cafes. How he had loved spending time doing nothing, just meeting friends and kicking a ball about in the park. When he had graduated, he had tried to be ambitious. He had bought himself some smart clothes, updated his LinkedIn profile, and even tried joining a golf club. But he wasn't made for this world, and he knew it. As he approached his office, he stopped to look at his phone. He had received a message from Julia, his flatmate from uni. She was in town. Jonathan messaged her back to say he would try to leave work early to meet her. All at once, Jonathan stopped feeling depressed. Julia was back. It was going to be a good day after all. If you enjoyed this video, test your grammar with our other videos in the series. Thanks for watching. Catch you next time.